Welcome, chosen soul. I want to invite you for a moment. Stop and stare. We often hear that life is full of tests, full of challenges that come and go. But you know that the test was not a sign that you lost, but it's a sign that you're being groomed for something bigger. Know that every test that comes is no accident. Every difficulty you face has a deep meaning. Universe gives test not to destroy you, but to strengthen you, to lead you to a higher level. You, chosen soul, is the person chosen to face the test. Not without reason. You have an amazing strength inside of you that you're not fully aware of. Today, I want to talk about a thing that you must feel, that every test must have an end. And you, the chosen soul, is on the verge of major change. Tough test you've been facing that makes you feel tired will end soon, because the universe knows you're ready to rise and move on to the next stage. I'm sure you feel something is starting to change. A hope that begins to emerge, though it may still be blurry in your eyes. But believe me, on every long journey, there are always signs that show that trip almost done. I want you to calm your mind for a moment, and with a heart full of confidence, say to yourself, I'm ready to end the tough test of the universe. Write those comments, because that is the first step to admit your strength and your readiness to pass this test. With confidence, the universe has tested you, and you've been through a lot. It's time to end this round of exams, because after the hurricane, there's a beautiful rainbow waiting. The first sign, increased mental strength. Chosen soul, you must have sensed a change in your. There is a power that begins to emerge from within. It's as if you've become personally stronger than before. Maybe you used to feel doubtful, afraid, or even unsure. Will you be able to survive all these tests? But as time went on, you start to realize that something inside of you has changed. You feel tougher, better able to face challenges, and believe in yourself more. This is the first sign, chosen soul, increased mental strength. When the test comes, it's not just your body that gets tested, but also your mind and heart. Universe knows only through this arduous test you can build a strong mentality that is not easily swayed. You're no longer stuck in doubt or the same concern. Your mind becomes clearer, and your heart is more steady in making decisions. You start to see everything with a wiser perspective. This increased mental strength doesn't mean you never feel tired or disappointed. No, it's part of the process. But you have begun to learn to rise faster. After falling, you have learned not to be trapped in weakness and prefer to find a solution. To stand tall, even though the world feels shaky. You begin to understand that the test you're facing is not something that beats you, but something that shapes you. Become a stronger person. This mental strength is signs that you have entered a new phase in the course of your life, phase where you no longer feel afraid of obstacles, but feel ready to conquer every challenge that comes, because the universe knows when your mentality is strong, you are ready to receive a greater gift, to live life with confidence So if right now you feel that yourself stronger than before, it is a sign that the tough test you faced almost over. The mental strength that you build up during this will be your provision to step towards a more beautiful phase of life, more success, and more full of happiness. Believe me, the universe never gives exam for no reason. Every test you face is a stepping stone to your fullest potential. Second sign of a sense of peace and tranquility. Chosen soul, after weathering such a severe test storm, you probably start to feel something different in you. There is a calm that comes without you planning, a peace that begins to fill your heart and mind. In the midst of all difficulties, you start to feel calm, as if the universe reminds you that there is something, the bigger one, is waiting up ahead. Here's the second sign, chosen soul, a sense of peace and tranquility. The universe at all costs starts signaling that the tough test you're on will end soon. This feeling of peace does not mean your problems just disappear, no. But the universe gives peace as a way to tell you that you've gone through the toughest point of the exam. When your heart and mind start to feel lighter, it is a sign that you're in the process of healing and preparation for something better. Maybe you're no longer stuck in the anxiety that haunts your every step. Maybe now you can be more accepting of the situation, no longer against the tide, but let yourself follow the flow of the universe. You start to see life with a broader perspective and start accepting that everything that happens has a reason. This is the moment when you start believing that everything will be all right, despite not knowing how or when. This peace comes when you start release the burden that you have been bearing. The burden of the mind, the burden of fear, and the weight of lingering feelings starts to dissipate. You start to feel that the world is not as heavy as you imagine, and there is a greater force that controls everything. This is the moment where you start believing process of life and understand that every test that comes is only temporary, and you're already at the end of this long journey. When that peace comes, chosen soul, you will feel that the universe is supporting you. No more worries binding you. No more doubts shackle you. You know in that calm heart that this exam is about to end, and life would offer something much more beautiful. So if right now you feel peace that just comes, even if your challenge isn't completely over, it was a clue that your tough test is coming to an end. The universe is leading you towards a greater calm, and give room for a new life full of hope and happiness. When this peace comes, know that your journey to victory is very close. Third sign of opportunity, the new emerging. Chosen soul, often in our lives, feel as if trapped in the never-ending test. But behind every difficulty, there is a promise given by the universe that after dark, darangla terang. And here's the third sign that you're gonna feel new opportunities that are beginning to emerge in your life after passing such a tough test. You might feel like being at a crossroads. During this trip, the universe has taught you many things. You have honed your skills, strengthened mental, and find peace in the heart. And now, after all that, the universe opens new doors for you, previously unimaginable opportunities began to appear one by one, as if giving instructions that your journey have come to the point of significant change. These opportunities come in many forms. Maybe it's a better job opportunity, healthier and deeper relationships, or even a chance to make dreams come true, which has been delayed. But most of all, this chance is no coincidence. They are a gift from the universe given as a sign that you are ready. Get ready to step into a new phase of your life. Phase where you'll be more empowered, more enlightened, and better prepared to receive greater blessings. When these new opportunities arise, don't fear or doubt. Remember that this is the result of all the struggles you've done. You've been through a lot, which tests the courage, your resilience and conviction. And the universe is giving you a gift now over all the patience and sacrifice that you have shown. You're ready to take this new step with confidence, because you know that every opportunity that datang is part of the destiny that has been prepared for you. Even if the odds seem challenging or different from what you previously imagined, believe me, it's part of the process. Transformation of your life. When you accept this new opportunity, you don't just see it as an opportunity to succeed, but also as an opportunity to grow further, to be the best version of you. So if now you start to see new opportunities that arise in your life, know that is a sign. It's clear that your tough test is coming to an end. These opportunities are gifts from the universe, signs that you are ready to move to a lighter road. And remember, the bigger test you face, the greater the blessing you will receive. Universe, always give the best to the chosen soul. The conclusion of the chosen soul. We've traced 3 signs that indicate that the tough test you faced will end soon. The first sign, increased mental strength, is proof that you've been through the biggest challenge in and you are stronger now than before. Second sign of a sense of peace and tranquility reminds us that after the hurricane, the universe gives space for breathing, signaling that this exam is almost over. And the last one, third sign, the emergence of new opportunities, is proof that the universe began to open up new streets that's brighter for you because you are ready to receive it. These 3 signs are no coincidence. Chosen soul. They are clues from the universe, signs that you have been on this long journey with confidence, patience, and perseverance. You've been through a lot. Heavy, however, behind all that, you have been shaped into a stronger, wiser, and better prepared to face life in a different way. Remember the test that comes not to destroy you, but to lift you. Every test is part of the process, which leads to greater achievements on a more noble purpose in life. When you start to feel calm, when a new opportunity approaches, and when your mentality gets stronger, it is a sign you are at the end of the road towards the big changes that are coming. Never hesitate. Chosen soul, you're on the right track. The universe never leaves you, and God will not test his servant exceeds the limits of their abilities. Everything you face, everything you live for, is part of a beautiful and meaningful destiny. Now with a stronger conviction, you can see that your tough test is actually coming to an end. Don't be afraid to step forward, because a bright future is waiting for you. Universe have prepared an amazing place for you. And you chosen soul is a figure who deserves it. Selected soul cover. Thank you for taking the time to witness and reflect on every word in this video. May every message that has been delivered can add strength to your. Give me greater hope and make your path clear towards a better change. Know your journey is not over, but now you are in the doorway towards something more extraordinary, something bigger of what you once imagined. Remember, the test is part of the journey of life, which brings we are heading to maturity, strength, and wisdom. Never feel small or weak because of the challenges at hand, because every step you take, every obstacle you face, bring you closer to the noble cause that was set for you. The universe never leaves you, and God always accompanies the soul of the chosen soul. With every test you've passed, you get closer to the greater miracle. Trust me, you will never walk alone. When you feel tired, remember that the peace and strength that you feel currently is evidence that you are on the right track. And don't be afraid, because after all the difficulties, there is a greater blessing waiting for you. Opportunities are not just gifts, but the sign that you are ready to accept a more beautiful life and full of meaning. I want to invite you to continue to believe to yourself. Keep moving forward and keep saying thanksgiving for every step you have taken. The world is full of possibilities, and you, chosen soul, have tremendous potential to achieve. Don't hesitate to grab every opportunity that comes, because you deserve to get all the best. And lastly, I want to remind you that every test you face is only temporary. And if you stand tall, keep believing, and keep going, the test will end, and victory will be yours. Keep shining, because this world needs light of a chosen soul like you. May we all continue to be given strength to step forward, and may our lives be full of peace, the happiness, and endless blessings. Thank you for being a part of this journey. See you guys in the next video. Chosen Soul.